Hakadosh, Boker Tov, Shavua Tov. We know that tomorrow, Bezrat Hashem, is Erev Rosh Chodesh Sivan, because since the Rosh Chodesh is on Tuesday, so tomorrow is Erev Rosh Chodesh. Erev Rosh Chodesh Sivan is a time which is mesugal for Tefilot on Kinyan Torah Kedosha for us and for our children. Now we should also be Zocheh to Zera Kodesh, Banim Zecharim, Talmidei Chachamim. And this is all special. Again, this is going to be for tomorrow, Erev Rosh Chodesh. So he says, and therefore it is incumbent upon us and our wives to give tzedakah and to pray, right, from the midst of our hearts, to be zocheh to Torah for us and our children. And he says here in the Yekut Yosef, V'tov she'itaru b'tshuvah. It's also that we should awaken ourselves into teshuvah, to look into our actions, to do self-introspect, and for our families as well, to straighten and to fix and to remove any stumbling blocks from amongst us. And some people even have a minhag of doing ta'anit. Now this is obviously besides the entire concept of Yom Kippur Katan that Ashkenazim do ta'anit the majority of the times, every single time in Rosh Chodesh. Here we're talking about a special ta'anit because of Erev Rosh Chodesh Sivan. So he says, however, though he comes and he says, Tov yoter mina ta'anit, it's better, even more stronger than the ta'anit, shanashim yitasku b'midat hatzniut, that the women should strengthen themselves in modesty, right, whether it's talking about clothing, which are going to be according to the halacha of kisui rosh ra'ui, or also covering their hair, dibur, and also in the tzniut and how they speak and how they act. And the men should come and to learn Torah, and in this merit, yizkula Torah labanim tamidei chachamim, they should merit to Torah and banim tamidei chachamim. So obviously we see how powerful this day, already starting from tomorrow, is, and going up all the way until Shavuot. He says, Gedolah ma'alat kedushat chodesh zeh, this month is so great, shekidshu shamayim mamad Sinai, that already during the time of Har Sinai, it was already made holy this month, right, b'shia shebo, on the 6th day of it, uvo Hashem yitbarach b'char banu mikol ha'amim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu chose us from all the different nations, and He separated us from all the different nations. Just like the Bnei Yisrael, the Midrash says that only Bnei Yisrael are called the nation, Am. Right? He says that all of a sudden in this month, when we came out of the Tumat Mitzrayim, and we became holy, like Malachei Hashem Malachei Elyon, to be a Merkava l'Shechina, and therefore it's proper for ourselves to come, and even he says here to do Tefilah on Erev Rosh Chodesh Zeh. So therefore, again, right, this is the holiness of this month. Now this sounds like we're reading from a Sefer Chasidi, but this is actually the Yekut Yosef, right? That this is how important this month is in our journey towards the Matan Torah, that again we're supposed to acquire ourselves from this. The last halakha I'll mention is the Rav Achidah he brings down here. Katamanan Achidah shayamim shem Rosh Chodesh Sivan mesugalim ha'ema likinyan Torah u'midot tova v'achdut Yisrael. He says this month, he says already from the beginning of the month, they're going to be very mesugal. There's a very big segula to acquire Torah, midot tovot, and unity amongst Bnei Yisrael. If a person is going to try to learn more Torah, to acquire midat anava, midat achdut, humbleness, and also unity, and to understand the Torah, there's no doubt that he would have a lot of atzlacha, and this is going to be even stronger than other days. So again, it's very important to actually appreciate these days and to take to full extent all these days. That's why if you already realize from this week, there's a lot of different types of learning. Shoshel Me'Gbala will speak about that also even more, that there's even more. So therefore it's in order to come onto the Shavuot that we're learning and strengthening ourselves and learning the Torah. So therefore it's important to take advantage of these days and to try to come closer to Hakadosh Baruch Hu, and Hakadosh Baruch Hu should listen to all Tefilot. Amen.